So we begin with this particular vowel. A is pronounced like the vowel A in the English word father. Please take note that this is written with that particular circle part on the left side. And it is written this way. So you start writing one vertical line going down, and then one horizontal line from the middle part to the right. So don't interchange writing it, because if, for example, you go to Korea and someone asks you to write it on the board, they will immediately notice whether you're doing it right or not. So remember, A is written this way. One vertical line going down, and then one horizontal line from the middle to the right. Next vowel is pronounced as A. It's in between A and O, so it's not really that open. It sounds like A. It is pronounced like the A sound in the English word call. So you don't say call, it's just half O, so it's A. Okay? This is A. You don't say O. This is A. So I hope you're practicing in the background while I'm saying that. Again, this is A. Next, how is it written? You will have to draw the middle part first. You're going to write down the horizontal line from the left to right, and then you continue with the vertical line going down. Okay? So left to right, and then vertical line going down. Next letter we have, this one is O. But then if you hear a native Korean pronounce this, it actually sounds like O. It's some people get confused with O and U because they sound alike. But for us foreign language learners, in order for us to distinguish this, we teach you the sound O, so that you don't get mistaken. Because when you read this along with other words, the sound is O. But really, if you listen to native Korean speakers, it sounds like they pronounce it as O or O. Somehow it's somehow confusing with U. But remember, U is different. Okay. So this is pronounced like the vowel O in the English word orange and oval. This is O. Example, gong, which is ball. And then, how is it written? So there's a circle on top of it, and you'll have to write a vertical line from the center going downwards, and then a horizontal line from the left to right. Next, this one is U. U, it should have a long sound. It is pronounced like the U in the English word soon and moon. Okay? So just like the palace, it is pronounced as gung. How do you write it? It is written with one horizontal line from left to right, and then from the middle part going down is a vertical line. Next letter is pronounced as, it's like Again, it is It is not present in English. It is pronounced like the vowel in the English word button. It's like a sound that is not really present. It's just okay? Everybody say Next, how do you write it? Of course, if If it's a horizontal line, you always begin from the left to right. That way. Next vowel letter is E. So this is pronounced like the vowel E in the English word seen. Everybody say E. How do you write it? You write one vertical line going down. Now we move on to our diphthong. For our diphthong, we have this as ya. Everybody say ya. Ya with your mouth open. It is pronounced like ya in the English word yard. And then this one is pronounced like ya in the English word young. Young. It's not really yang, it's not yong. It's half a and o, so it's young. Okay? How do you pronounce it? Ya. Not ya, not yo, but ya. It's like half. It's just in between. Ya. Next, this one is pronounced like yo in the English word yo-yo. So you say yo. You have to make your mouth in a circular manner and say yo. This one is hue. It is pronounced like hue in the English word hue. And this is pronounced like in the English word pay. It's This is a combination of a and e. It looks like the letter H in the English alphabet, but it is pronounced as You can look at how it is written on the right side. So one vertical line going down, and then half in the middle part. You should write a horizontal line from left to right, and another vertical line going down. Next is also just like the sound of in the word pen. The structure is formed by the combination of a and e, and it is pronounced as e. So we now have two letters with the sound of e. So this is the second one. How do you write it? You write a small part, a horizontal line from left to right, followed by a vertical line going downward, and another separate vertical line going downward. Next we have ye. Ye is pronounced like ye in the English word yellow. The structure is formed by combining e plus e. Therefore, the final sound of it will be ye. How do you write it? So one vertical line going down, two horizontal lines from left to right, but you make the first horizontal line before the second horizontal line, followed by followed by one vertical line going down. Next, we have ye. This is the second ye. So ye is pronounced like ye in the English word yes. The structure is formed by combining e and e. And again, the sound of this is ye. How do you write it? So one from left to right, second from left to right in the middle part, and then a vertical line going down and one vertical line going down. Next diphthong is a combination of o and a, and when we pronounce it, it becomes wa. Everybody say wa. This is wa. You can see how it is written on the left side of the screen. The pronunciation of this is we. We is formed by combining o plus e. To simplify it, you pronounce it as we. Because they have explained that you can read it as o e in order to make it faster. They've shortened it into combining the sound into we. Next, again, is we. The one on the right side now is we. When it's a combination of u and e, the sound is we. We is formed by the structure combination u plus e. Because it has the e, the end sound will be we. While the other one is a combination of u plus e. Because the ending sound is e, this sound will sound as we. Next, this one, although we have an ending sound of e on the right side, the sound of this is we. Why is that? Because the first sound is o. When o is combined with an e sound, the sound of it will be we. So o plus e is we. A while ago, the combination was u plus e, so it was we. This one is o plus e, so it is we. Next one is wo on the right side. Wo is a combination formed by adding u plus o. So we say wo. Please observe how it is written. The second syllable is written underneath the u. Next one is, when you see this particular sound or diphthong, it actually has three different sounds. It can be uy, or sometimes you get the sound uy by forming u plus e. It becomes uy. But sometimes we pronounce it in three different ways. So we have uy, we have e. Sometimes it sounds as e, depending on its location in the word. Example of uy. Uy is pronounced in three different ways depending on the location. Example is uy sa. If it's placed in the first syllable of the word, the sound is uy. Again, example is uy sa. In English word, it means doctor. If it's not placed in the first syllable of the word, the sound is e. For example, this word is read as hue e. Hue e, in English word, it means conference or meeting. Also, this diphthong is used for possessive marker. It is usually pronounced as e. For example, joe, nae, my in a polite and casual way. Example, 당신, 당신의, 너의, your in a polite and casual way. You have heard this in K-dramas using 저, 나, 당신, 너, and it is followed by the diphthong e.